Usually in electrochemical system, we must be using one potential acetal carbon system, totally one of the famous of it, but different brands using Chinese brand and some other in USA brand, EGNG, and some other instruments introduced and using in the world. And one conventional 3-electrode cell, such include the working electrode, reference electrode, and counter electrode. And this is the design of one electrochemical system and using material for run the one electrochemical sensor. Main issue and key in the electrochemical sensor is working electrode. Many different types of working electrode using, such as the mercury electrode, solid electrode, modified electrode. Mercury electrode is so old and also dangerous for using. Therefore, recently it's removed from science part of the electrochemistry. But solid electrode and modified electrode more using. Solid electrode is few expensive and not easy for modification. Therefore, modified electrode is main approach recently. The researchers focus on it. Unfortunately, the unmodified electrode is a low selectivity and sensitivity and is very hard for the detection in the complex samples, such as the blood and such as the, as example, seawater and something and complex material you see. And therefore, it cannot totally remove the HPLCs. UHPLC is the more selective kind of electrochemical. Therefore, for overcoming to these problems, the modified electrode introduced and recently used for the analytical system.
First time, let an overview cancer start with the worldwide. Cancer continues to be a major global of concern worldwide. As you can see, about 10 million deaths in the 2020 in worldwide, and it is important. This 70% mortality rate in occur in the world low and middle income. And other things is each year about approximately 400,000 children recognized as new cancer for just children in worldwide. And other things is that cancer is a second cause of mortality. It's after that the heart disease. It is important and it is interesting. Risk factor and mortality rate is different between male and female. In the fatality in male and female, 30% and 90% respectively.
Afraid of humanity and how we learn to use new AI tools ethically. So a big things for generating such an optimistic feelings.
But if you're creating more pollution than you're avoiding, then it's not a good idea. If no one wants the thing you're making, if no one wants to buy it, it's probably not a good idea. If they don't want to buy it for the same or better price over time, may not be a good idea. In the USA, here is our biodiesel production. It looks like this. We make a lot, we make a little, make a lot, we stop, make a lot. And if you plot this to the price of oil, when oil becomes cheap, there's no biodiesel. Oil becomes expensive, lots of biodiesel. So production of biodiesel is tied to crude oil prices. And it's hard to run a business that way, because you stop and start and it's not under your control. So these are the things that says maybe or maybe not I have a good idea. So what I want to do is take an example that you are familiar with, the example of converting oil to biodiesel. seed oil to biodiesel. And we know this. This is common. Everybody can do this. It is established. This is not new, right? Not new. We even have regulations around to help us with that. But if we look at the typical process, so we're actually doing science here now, right? You know this. Hydrolysis, transferrin, that is the chemistry that we know works. But there's a problem with it. And the problem comes in when the fat is not pure. The fat gets dirty, we start getting soap. We start getting hydrolysis when we don't want it. So we have to have very good oil to get very good product. And very good oil is expensive. Very good oil is hard to make. We also use, what is it, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, that's normal. Those are liquid catalysts, easy to work with. We know that the reaction is catalytic, and so we use this because it's easy and it's cheap. We also work with the alcohols, typically methanol, but methanol comes from natural gas. And how much of your natural gas is going to methanol production when you could be using ethanol that comes from fermentation production? Ethanol is the better sustainable choice. Methanol, not so much.
You can see here the first stage is the degumming, and degumming is carried out with the help of phosphoric acid, and again the waste product is degummed, and then next stage is the basically alkali neutralization. So in this process the free fatty acids which are present in the oil, so these are removed in the neutralization process, and again the waste product is the oil diet or soap stock. Next process in the edible oil processing is the bleaching. So from the name it is evident, to reduce the color of the oil or to remove the coloring component from the edible oil is known as bleaching process, and this is carried out with the help of bleaching clay, and the waste product is the spent bleaching clay. And last and very important process of the edible oil industry is the deodorization. This is basically physical process, and at high temperature and high vacuum, the odoriferous components which are responsible to produce the bad odor, so these are removed in this process. But the valuable components which are present in the oil, they are also, basically this is distillation process, these are also distilled with the deodorizer distillate. So deodorizer distillate is a very, very important, I can't say the waste product, but I can say the valuable product of the edible oil industry.
Everybody knows matter cannot be created nor destroyed, and the same principle applies onto water. The quantity of water available on earth has remained constant. When Hazrat Adam al-Islam came into the earth, the quantity of water remains constant. For one person, the quantity of water, and now more than 7 billion pupils are remains same. So the population, but also to ensure that the future generation has access to essential resources. When we are talking about the beverages industries, few different challenges, facing few different challenges. like washing, backwashing, CIP, RO rejection, water, softener, boiler, cooling tower, and washing kitchen. Washing RGB means regular glass bottle. Wash effluent, bulk washing effluent, backwash of sand filters, backwash of carbon filters, CIP of syrup area, WIP, RO, CIP, process rejection, and backwash of softener, blowdown, waste, and others.
First of all, I have said about the topic that we have used our material for the sensing. So the question here is what kind of material is used for the sensing? So we have used nanomaterial. A nanomaterial are the material with having different dimensions and levels.
The surface popular synthesized material was analyzed by the scaling electron microscopy. Figure A represents the same image of the graphene oxide stack layers. After the synthesis, we performed electrochemical characterization. Capacitance in specific capacity decreases. This figure represents the oxy-synthesized hybrid electrolyte comparison of the bare ITO with other synthesized electroactive nanomaterials such as SEM, XRD, and EVS. The synthesized catalyst was successfully applied in a real groundwater solution collected from Jamshore in Pakistan and show a great photocatalytic activity for the integration of methanol in a real water sample.
Are highly expensive, posing a cost challenge. To concentrate advancement in the nanomaterial, we aim to experiment a boron-based material to determine their potential input.
The water scientific area comprises an important place in both academic research and industry with considerable potential of applications in everyday life.